Welcome, welcome. It's Friday night, it's 9 p.m., and we are back here on
How to Ace Your Career.
So, guys, like you all know, we come here every Friday night to help you with topics which can help you ace your career, grow in your career. Why do we come here? What are we doing here? Who are we? That's what I would like to get into. So, I'm Nutan, I'm a career and a life coach. I've been coaching especially mid-age professionals. Mid-age professionals means people with 12 to 15 plus years of experience, and they come to me when they are stagnating in their career, they are not happy with their jobs, they are absolutely dealing with a toxic boss, or probably they feel that their company is taking them for granted. Something of that kind has happened with them, and that is why they don't want to stay where they are and they want to move. Or they say that they have done enough, made the money, now they want to do something which they love to do. So they want to get into something which they're passionate about, and that's about career switching or career transitions. So these kind of roles I play in a client's life. And
I'm Dheeraj. I'm a life coach and a career coach, and also especially a business coach. And both of us put together, we formed this company, ND Life Coaching. Today's outcome is all about how can we help you guys who are so driven, who want to have a great future. We are going to do this for you.
let's take a moment to reflect on our daily routines.
How does it feel going to work each day? Because finally, that's the most important question one needs to ask. That when you get up in the morning, are you excited or are you depressed? Okay, that's important. So, to start with, is it filled with excitement? Okay, is it filled with excitement but lacking in financial reward? So, I know quite a few people, they're very excited about the job, but they are not making the money that they should. They're short with 50% of the real salary they should be actually earning. So, is it your situation that there you are?
Or probably it's a job which is financially very rewarding, but you don't get the recognition and appreciation that you're desiring, because that's again a very important aspect of work life.
Or are you comfortably settled, in that beautiful comfort zone, but you're still yearning for more challenge?
Because we all know if we are comfortable and we are settled, then we are absolutely on the downtrend.
Absolutely.
And of course, finally, are you simply unhappy with your current situation and are you seeking a change? So I want each one of you listening to us today, if you can share with us in the comments, nothing like it. If not, then identify which stage you are in. Either you're happy with the job, but it's not paying you enough, or you're happy with the money, but it's not giving you enough recognition and appreciation, or life has become too comfortable, and that is why it's important that you look for more challenging roles. Or maybe you're simply just unhappy with what you're doing and you're really desperate looking for a change.
If okay, is change is what you seek? Is it in the form of a new job, a different company, or a shift in your entire career? These are very important things for you to identify. Am I looking for a new job or a different company? I want to get out of this company, or I want to shift in my entire career. Understanding the underlying reasons for this desire is crucial. Does it align with your current life state? That is also very, very important to know.
So, current life stage means what? We all have different stages of life, and accordingly, we have different stages in our career. So, initially, life is all about learning and acquiring knowledge. So, I think that's the time when we are actually sowing the seeds. So, maybe probably from the age of 5 or 6, depending on when you've taken admission in your school, till the age of 21, 22, 23, 24, depending on what kind of education you're taking. If it's just graduation, people pass out in 21, 22. If they're pursuing a post-graduation, they pass out in 23, 24. If someone is doing a engineering, they take 4 years. So we all of us pass out in different ages, but somewhere between 21 and 25. Then it is about the life stage where you should go all out there and really give in your best. Keep learning, keep exploring, keep growing, really giving in your best. There should be no other focus for you till you figure out that you're happy, you're settled in your career. But most of the people at this stage actually focus on the money. And because they focus on the money, the next stage which comes, which is the mid age, where you should actually be comfortable in your career, you actually start feeling stagnation and you're looking for an option or a career which is more satisfying. So, which life stage are you in? Are you in the life stage where you should really be putting in your best? If you're not doing that, then it's time you do that. And then it's the age of probably 35 plus for some and 40 for others, 40 to 60 or 35 to 55, depending on your profession. That's a time when you actually make good money, you're settled in your profession, and you're really doing well, you're growing, you're prospering. At the same time, at that same age, there are a lot of other challenges because you're married, you have children, your parents start aging. So many a times people say that I'm really earning well. Let me not go for more growth, but let me take care of my family because my family demands time. What is that life stage? Or probably you're 50 plus and you feel, I have learned enough, I have delivered enough, and now it's time that I raise some more capable people like me. Either I mentor in the organization or I mentor outside, but I'm actually going out and spreading my knowledge that I've gathered, my skills that I've gathered, all the experiences, and share it with people who can tomorrow become amazing leaders of time. Which stage are you in, and what is the change you're seeking? I would love to know answers from you. And if you're not open enough to share it in the comments, please write it down because that's going to help you decide what you need to focus on. And then, if you are amongst those who's really seeking more, what could that more be? There can be two options if you're seeking more in your career. First option could be career growth, and second option could be a switch in your career path. So let's really unravel the possibility a year of fulfillment and growth in your career.
So let's have some career growth objectives. I'm sure everybody is having a page and pen till now. If not, please, or your phones where you can just type. Okay, probably I'm the generation who feels more comfortable in writing. I know a lot of people, especially a lot of IT people, are so comfortable so fast. So wherever you are, career growth objective. First, do you want to secure a promotion this year in the company that you are? Second, do you want to transition to a new role altogether? Probably you are an individual player, now you want to get into a manager. Probably you're a manager, now you want to get into a leadership role. What's the transition in your role? Third,
or probably you're really looking for incentives, and incentives could be it's a great admission you want in a well-reputed university program, something really attached and has a good name, and you're doing well in your career so that the organization gives you this kind of an incentive. Or some people actually say that I'm going to grow and I'll be able to participate in the equity of the company. I'll start getting some stocks which are going to be a good reserve for my future. What is that you're looking at? Or you're really looking at growth financially? Which is the objective that you're focusing on?
okay, to realize any of these goals that we mentioned, the first crucial step involves understanding what it takes within your current organization. Okay, so if I want to grow in my current organization, if I want more money, if I want promotion, if I want whatever that you're wanting out of this for, you need to first see what is your position. Okay, what steps are involved which needs to be taken to reach there in your current organization.
So, the first step is, have you really reached out to your boss or your manager to decide what it is going to take for me to either receive that financial growth, or for me to get that promotion, or for me to get that privilege to get that education, or for me that privilege to get sometimes people get incentives in terms of getting home loans at a lower cost. What is that I have to do or achieve so that I can get this? So if there is a career goal in your mind and it's going to be fulfilled in your current organization, you can't keep that goal to yourself. You have to go out and speak to your manager and figure out what is going to take you there. What is that achievement which is going to help you all this which you desire? If you've not done that, now is the right time.
Absolutely. And if you've already explored this and foresee challenges in achieving your objectives in your current position, the next viable option is to consider a new job.
So you know the first option we spoke about in your current organization. Now we are getting into the next option that you can explore in this coming year. And that could be considering a new job. You've been waiting for the last entire year, probably 6 months, even before that. People have been promising you growth. They're saying, "इस साल निकाल ले, अगले साल तेरे को जरूर दूंगा. इस साल bell curve है, next year I'm going to do it." And still, this year, they have more reasons, but they're not giving you the growth or financial or promotional growth, whatever that you're seeking. Then don't stay there. Move out for a new job. And if you have to do that, here is a checklist to guide you.
Absolutely. Number one, first thing, it's like, I want to go abroad. I want to go abroad. God, I want to go abroad. I want to go abroad. You need a passport. Same way. Have you guys updated your CV? That's number one, because that's what is the key. Number one. Second, identify the companies that you want to apply to. So you may be wanting an MNC company or a corporate Indian organization or a mid-sized company or a banya company, what they say, or a family-driven company, whatever. You need to identify 10 names that way you want to work with.
Absolutely. And I feel updation of CV is just not that I already had a CV and now I'm just going to add my last job details. 99.9% of people who have come to me do exactly this. And that is where their CV keeps growing. So over the number of years, the number of pages in their CV keeps growing. And that is where they mess up completely. Because what you have done 5 years back, no one is interested. What you've done 10 years back is not of relevance. You have to just pick up the highlights. But your CV cannot be more than 2 pages. 1.5 to 2 pages is maximum. Today I was so happy. One of the clients whom Dheeraj is coaching and we were discussing his CV today. His entire thing he's capsulated in 1 page. In my decade, this was my first client who had this experience of 20 years in just 1 single page. It's a great achievement. So updation of CV means looking at your entire CV and seeing what needs to be removed and then what needs to be added.
Now, once you've identified your 10 companies that you're going to apply, the third step you need to take, you'll have to establish connections with these organizations, within these organizations, the company that you want to work with, either through LinkedIn or whatever way that you can connect to people who are working in these organizations. And you need to connect to those people who are going to hire you.
So, many a times we keep looking for job postings. But believe me, that's the last thing that you should really look at. You should start identifying the companies, because people say that job postings in here, what do I do? You have to first figure out which are the companies you're wanting to apply for and then establish connections. Fortunately, today's day and age, that's not a challenge. You can reach out to people through this platform that we are just connecting to you, LinkedIn. Reach out to them. Otherwise, also look into people whom you've worked with. If you've been working for 15 years, people would be working with those organizations with you and they would have moved. How do you not know that these people have joined those organizations? So it's really looking at connections, people who are working with you before, friends, your alumni of the college, everywhere. Reach out and establish connections who are working in this organization. Because believe me, getting a referral is the best way to enter any company. Postings are the last thing. And if all this is not worked, then strategize how to reach out to professionals working there. If it's not through reference, then it's of course properly going through LinkedIn and networking there professionally, which we have been discussing over so many of our sessions.
Now, you've already ready. Your CV is out, gone there. Now, you need to be ready for the next 2 steps. Once your CV is out there or you have submitted your application, that is, prepare for interviews, because that's going to come, right? You cannot say that that's not going to come. And if you're not prepared for it, believe me, there are not too many chances that you're going to get.
Well, I feel that my clients, many of times, those who have come for the first time, they say, what is the reason to prepare for the interviews? I have been working, right? And that's what I have to share. Is it the right way to do it? Absolutely no.
No.
Because you just have, probably in the first round of interview, just 15 minutes. If you've not thought what is that you're going to highlight in that interview, then many a times you say that I've appeared for a lot of interviews, but I did not get the job. Why you did not get the job? Because you couldn't highlight some very relevant skills and experiences, some important accomplishments, and some case studies which can highlight that you're the right candidate for that role.
Now you've highlighted, people have loved you. Now, what is the next thing? Is that you need to be absolutely equipped, because you know the opposite side, there is someone who's going to get appraisal of hiring people, great skill set, great candidate on a less salary. That's how they're going to be highlighted. Okay, so you need to equip yourself for salary negotiations.
All the HR guys who are listening to us now would know what they exactly do with the candidate, right? They are sitting there to negotiate you at a much lower package.
And there's nothing wrong. That's their job. Like, for example, as a sales guy, my job was to negotiate. My job was to pick up the order, close the client. That's the job of an HR. That's how they get the best candidate in the reasonable price or the price that has been given. It's not easy, guys, to do that. It's a difficult job, because I know a lot of people, it's not easy. So I know their side also. But yeah, you need to equip yourself for salary negotiation. Now, application ho gaya, interview ho gaya. Now, at least with our clients, we know one thing for sure, that they are going to receive offers. That's, we are 100%. Till now, not a single client has not got that. Now, once
you have received an offer, then it's important how you're going to create a strong impression in the first 90 days of your job. Believe me, friends, if you have no strategy to do that, you are not going to hit it at the right place.
Yep.
So ensure that you develop a strategy that this is how I'm going to work and create my visibility in my new organization. Simultaneously, you also need to work on
developing a strategy for resigning effectively while maintaining positive relationship, because the company that you're working, it's important that you have great relationship, because after resigning, I hope you know there is something called as a referral check that's going to be done. I know a lot of people, that everything was happening, and then finally the company is saying, no, currently, if the position is filled, wait, and all that. And I said, go check, is it the referral issue? Is it the people that they're calling and they're not giving that kind of reference? And 75-80% of the time, that used to be. So it's very, very important that when you're resigning, you're moving out of the company, you need to have great relation, because that's very important. Now, if you're unhappy with you and wanting to, with your current job, and you're wanting to switch to a new one this year, then you will go through a process called as a career transition.
So either you were looking for growth in your existing career, which we just discussed, or you're wanting to switch out. If you're wanting to switch out, then what happens? So career transition refers to a phase between leaving your current job and finding a new one. It encapsulates the entire process of change from one profession to another. This period involves navigating through various stages such as reflection, decision making, skill assessment, job searching, adapting to a new work environment. Essentially, that is why career transition is a bridge connecting the end of one professional chapter to the beginning of the next. If you are planning to take a career switch, then it's important that you take help of a coach during this transitional phase.
It is a must, my dear friends. It's not that just because we are coaches, we know what role we play in all those people when they are doing a transition. How much of massive role we are able to play, so that not only they transit smoothly, but they do also do great. Okay. Yes. So why you need a coach during this transitional phase? First, emotional support. I don't know how many of you know that. Let it be men or women or masculine, feminine. We all need emotional support. Okay. Don't live in that world ki mard ko dar nahi hota. No, we all need it. Okay. I also need that. Transition phases can be emotionally tumultuous, which means You know,
Confusion.
there'll be confusion, there'll be doubts, there'll be anger, creating an absolutely negative cycle. Having a coach can provide a logical perspective. Like, today only in one of the session I was that was a beautiful session, and there's a new client, and he was saying, that I'm scattered everywhere. This is what he was saying, because he has four businesses and he is scattered everywhere. I said, no, I believe that you are so fortunate that you have four avenues of making money. And believe me, friend, his face just lit up, his eyes started shining. Oh, I didn't just see it. And he was feeling so amazing emotionally. Oh, I didn't realize. Because the rule of money is diversification, and he's into food, and he's into manufacturing, he's into music, he's into cloud kitchen, and he's into consultancy. I said, how lucky, all different things, and you have four different avenues of making money. That is exactly what we do, and help you. And that's what we do. We'll help you navigate this phase with strength and the right mindset. I put him into the right mindset in today's session, and he was so excited. He said, now I know I'll be able to do it. Because still yesterday he was feeling overwhelming. Heavy. But when I give him the right mindset, right perspective, he's so full on to go and achieve.
Then, of course, defining clear goals. A coach can assist in determining the job or career you want to move to. You know why? Because I have always seen this. People say that clients know what they want. I believe they just know what they don't want. It's very difficult to figure out what you want. So a coach helps you to define those clear and specific goals. What, why, when, and how you're going to do your transition. That is why it's really very important to take someone else, an outsider's view, who can help you, who's interested in you and will probe you to be able to understand you yourself better.
Absolutely. Third, skills evaluation. Evaluate your option based on your existing skills and identify new skills to develop. Assess all the soft skills such as problem solving or leadership, and leverage your strengths and values. Now, seeking input from others who know you can boost your confidence. Just don't go to anybody. Go to those people whom you know can boost your confidence.
Then, of course, creating a time frame. You also have to have a time frame of your transition. It cannot just be an open-ended frame. Understanding the duration is crucial. Why? Because it directly impacts your financial equation. Sometimes shifting may require you giving up on one job, developing your skills, gathering that knowledge, creating a network, and moving on. And that is why the next step is very important, which is...
And that is financial planning, my dear friends. When we, from a job, we went into business, we had done a proper financial planning. So work on your financial plan. Determine how will you manage your responsibilities that are there in your life during the transition, and calculate the investment required to acquire new skills.
I think one more very important, I just remembered one more important thing. By transition, may you have someone, because I believe that it either it becomes a very lonely journey. You're walking a path with no one to hold you. And since you have been a person who's working with an organization where there is a team, you're continuously having a feedback, you're reaching out to your seniors, you're helping your juniors, and all of a sudden, here you are all alone to take all the decisions. It could be a very scary place. That is why a coach is very important.
I so agree with her. The next thing you need to do is networking. Okay? You need to engage with professionals in your desired field. Share your ideas, seek feedback, and validate your plans. And this is something which your coach helps you to go through. This external validation builds conviction and helps identify the potential and also see your blind spots.
Then, of course, commitment with sincerity. If the idea is viable, then commit to it wholeheartedly. Just go all out. Have no restrictions, no inhibitions. Be prepared for setbacks. Believe me, dear friends, if you're wanting to switch a career and you're not interested in setbacks or rejections, just step back from switching the career. Absolutely. And stay where you are, because it's not going to be an easy journey. Be prepared for setbacks, rejection, but stay resolute. And that is why again, you need a coach who can offer encouragement, boost your confidence, and prevent you falling back and again going to your old career.
Then overcome the fears and challenges, because once you face and overcome fears and challenges, this journey will lead you to something that you truly desire. That's very important. So regardless of whatever the decision was, voluntary or forced, a coach provides essential support during this process, because to able to face, fight, and overcome failure challenges, you need something, and that is courage. And to build that courage, let me pick it very strongly, you need hope. And that hope is something which the coach gives you. That my mentor has given me hope. That's why from a helper in a garment manufacturing unit, today I'm a coach. All what I could is because every time he gave me hope that yes, this is possible, you can do it. That hope is very important.
And of course, finally, we all need to remember that career is one way to transforming your life. Ultimately, life is about the person you become while pursuing your aspirations and overcoming challenges. Believe me, people, all of you attending there, I always feel that you're only alive if you're facing challenges. If you're running away from them, you're having a comfortable life, the more comfort you get into, the more dead you start becoming from within. You may be physically alive, but you're emotionally, spiritually, mentally reaching the position of stagnation and death. So never ever run away from challenges. Go all out and really fight them. Following this process sincerely can help you tap into your true potential, reveal the aspects of yourself you never knew existed, and embrace this journey of growth and transformation. I know how I've grown because I ventured from an employee to an entrepreneur to a coach. And every time when there were these kind of things coming up, I had someone who could hold my hand and take me through the journey. That's why I am such a different person than what I used to be 20 years back, 10 years back, 5 years back. I'm an absolutely evolved person.
So what are your aspirations? Number one, advancement in your current company. Number two, pursuing a new job or transition to a different career altogether. If you cannot handle all this on your own, feel free to reach out to us. We have a structured framework called as the
5M to
Ace Your Career. And believe me, it will help you with a step-by-step process which will help you to achieve your career goals.
Any of the career goal, growing in your existing company, pursuing a new job, or transitioning to a different
This
career.
5M is the formula that we use for all our clients and which they get results. So thank you everybody and good night. See you again on next Friday on How to Ace Your Career.
Have a wonderful